Hey there, knife fans. Love Them Knives channel, LTK here, and we've got a different brand. I haven't had one of these knives on my channel. Steel Will knives. Yeah, it's the 1108 Apostate. As opposed to no prostate, that's just me. Apostate is different than no prostate. There you go. When you get old enough, you'll know how to relate to that. Let's unbox it, because you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I decided, yes, it deserves an unboxing. And I'll tell you why. Because it's a burst. This is a beast. This is a big knife. And I just thought it was so funny when I unboxed it and then I looked at the paperwork. It's a titanium framelock flipper, S35VN, blade over 4 inches, knife over 9.5 inches. It's big. And I kind of laughed when I read some of the paperwork. Let me get this out of here. I guess. Okay, so Steel Will Apostate. There's your inspection date. Those baby's almost 2 years old. Certificate of authenticity. So that's kind of cool. It comes with that. I mean, it ain't a $500 knife or anything, so I thought that was sweet. And, you know, forget about it. Don't even send this to California. Bunch of wusses anyhow. Really? Come on. It may contain chemicals. Might contain particles of steel when it gets jammed in your ribs. That could be dangerous too. Just like, geez. Don't fall on it. That'd be better than the chemical. Don't worry about the chemical. Just don't trip and fall on it. Okay, so Steel Will knives. But I mean, I was loving this. It's congratulations, Steel Will Tactical Series. Tactical Series. I thought, no shit, really? Are you kidding me? Tactical? It's only about 8 foot long. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, this is probably not your, Armani suit cocktail party, like, 1.5 ounce pocket jewelry type knife. Wrong. This baby is a big old frame lock flipper, but it's got ceramic bearings, and it looks like damn near army green, and it means business all the way around. Check this out. I mean, I was going, you could use that for something. I mean, definitely tactical there. I mean, skull crusher. And they even mentioned, I think somewhere I saw a glass breaker. So yeah, you could do that. See how this back spacer, it's pretty aggressive here. I mean, this is all aggressive here anyhow. I mean, that's real grippy stuff. It's great. I mean, the hardware is just like, give me no crap, back alley badass, isn't it? I mean, it's just black. It's just like, pfft, I'm just here to hold the knife together. I ain't here to be pretty. And you've got these thumb studs, ambidextrous. I guess if you wanted to use them, I mean, you could do that. I'm not sure I see a point, although, they're so close to the scale that you're better off flicking it if you're going to do that than to try and just unfurl it little by little. It's better just to throw it out there. And it does. Ceramic bearings. But you know what? I'm all about the flipper tab. And that just looks like a shark fin coming out. It's just wicked. And that's just a big ass deal, isn't it? It's just huge. I like that. It's a ramp. I mean, it's a freaking ramp. Look at this. Look at the steel that goes all the way around here. In a way, it's almost too much. I mean, it definitely doesn't add to the artistry of this knife. It just adds to the total kind of brutal functionality of this knife. It really does. Oh, here, in case you were looking to see the S35VN, which I guess is easier to see upside down with my lighting than it is right side up. 1108. You know, there's a model 1113, and that has a Tanto blade. But I wanted to get the modified drop point. I'm not real into Tantos. It depends, like the Halo 5. Oh yeah, okay, I can do that. Lockup on this boy is about 25%. And let's prop this open a little bit. You see where we've got a little bit of milled out area inside this knife? And see if I can put a little light on the subject. If I can turn my flashlight on, see? Yeah, you got milled out areas up top and even on the lock bar. Back here, same deal. But you know what? I don't see any insert specifically. No. As far as hardened steel, so you got the titanium and you got the S35VN, but no real hardened insert in there. Although, you know, it's possible, since this is not grabbing on no lock stick at all, maybe they carbonized it, hardened that area, you know, to be able to avoid having to do an insert. Because I'm not getting any lock stick. One thing I do notice, though, I mean, they have given you a little bit of jimping, so you can kind of get your thumb on it. Although that is just not very much higher than this side. And so it is, if you saw me kind of struggling, not as easy to disengage. I mean, it's not horrible. It's workable. It's just, it's not as obvious as it could be, which wouldn't be bad if it was a little bit more raised here. Maybe this front scale cut away a little bit more, just a skosh, maybe an eighth of an inch or something, to expose that a little bit more. But you like that finish on there? The backside it's a kind of a real smooth tie color, kind of a gray, darkened gray. So it's like not a real natural tie, but a darkened. And so it's either an extremely fine bead blast or something like that, or just darkened just through ano or whatever. And then you got your pocket clip, which has got 2 screws on it. Good deal. Hold it down. Low, this is not low profile or, deep carry. I mean, here, no. You can grab it out of your pocket like that. But you can go left hand, and it's tip up. So, right or left hand tip up. So you can swap this back and forth. Nice place for a lanyard hole incorporated into your backspacer. I had to get this. I was cruising, through the knife world. And, it's always fun to see the larger knives. And then, of course, frame lock flippers are great. I like that too. And I just saw this and I like this blade grind. And S35VN caught my eye, my attention. Steel Will is a Chinese knife company. See, these are made in China. But yet you're going S35VN, you're going titanium frame lock, and big long blade. In fact, let's check it out. It's supposed to be like 4.1 inches. And, it just depends on where you want to catch this dog. But up here where it's the closest, the shortest distance from the tip, it's 4 1/8, maybe between 4 1/8, maybe 4 3/16. So, yeah, it's a big dog. And it's over, well, it's 9.5. So it's 20, 9.5, oh, a little bit longer than 9.5, almost 9 and, 7/16, something like that. Which is over 24 centimeters. And the blade length, 10.5 centimeters. So, yeah. I think we got 4mm stock on here, but we're going to find out. Yeah, pretty much 4mm stock, which is good and hefty. 0.155, 0.156, somewhere in there. See, we can bend this. We can make it bigger. just messing with you. Okay, so, okay. A little over half an inch then. It's got to be 15 millimeters. Oh yeah, 6/10 of an inch thick. So that's a handful. That's a handful. You've got it. It's comfortable here. This is a setup for your hand to be able to function with. But I mean, you got some handle left over here. I don't care how big your hands are. I think they're going to fit on this. I really do. I think they're going to fit on this. Well, we never did kind of really break this out, but I mean, if we're going in that direction, you got, 5.5 inches basically of handle length. That's a good bunch. That's a good bunch. Reverse grip. Oh yeah. That'll work. I like this anti-glare titanium type fit. I'm not big on black blades, but this is not a black blade. It's a titanium blade. They didn't really titanium colored. It's a coated. It's a non-glare, non-corrosive finish. They didn't really give me specifics that I could see right off the bat. I'd have to do maybe some more research of the specific type of coating this is and its specific properties. But obviously it's non-glare, non-corrosive, and should be fairly resistant to scratching. And so that's nice. It's a very industrial looking knife. It's I was attracted to the design because it's pretty wicked, and I like them wicked. And this is no bull. Oh, hold on. I thought maybe let's take your typical EDC 3.5 inch blade, blah blah blah. Well, there you go. Whoops. There you go. So it's much bigger. I mean, this is not a slouch. This is 3.5, over 8 inches overall. And this thing is just big. It's big. As far as thickness goes, though, as far as blade stock thickness, it's a little bit more than this one, but not much. And handle thickness is just a skosh thicker. But I mean, you've got jimping here. Got jimping here that matches across these scales here from the G10 to the titanium side. You've got some traction here for your lock bar release. And of course you got traction here. It's not real chamfered here, but you can tell they broke the edge just ever so slightly on this. So it's not sharp feeling. And none of this is sharp feeling. Even the G10, it's not sharp. It's okay. You can see how they broke the corner along here. So, and this as well. You can see where that's finished. So the fit and finish overall is nice. Oh, let me show you this crap. So, I mean, this is a brand that's not AliExpress or DH Gate necessarily, because, you know, you can buy it from the knife center. So, steel Will Apostate, the 1108. If you wanted the Tanto, it's the 1113. The same knife, it's just the different blade design. And SRP is supposed to be, what, 175 bucks. You can get them under 150. So, not bad. And I think here you can do a pause and read if you want. Don't know that they said anything. Ceramic bearings, drop point, dark gray protective anti-glare, G10, you know, glass breaker, reversible grip, suitable for left-handers. Yeah, we talked about that. And we talked about the overall length and that kind of thing. So there you go on that. It's one of the knives that has been approved for American consumer use. So it's, I mean, in other words, it's I don't know, it's an officially distributed knife in the US of A. And you can flick it, which I'm not the greatest, you know, person at flicking a knife open, but this flicks. So that's nice. Yeah. You want to see how heavy this is? I'll guarantee, even though they skeletonized the bottom of this, which was kind of a nice move, this is no lightweight. There you go, 6 ounces. Yeah, it's not a lightweight. 170 grams. But it's not bad. I mean, you're figuring 9.5-inch knife, or a little over 9.5. Big old heavy S35VN stock. You got dual thumb studs, titanium frame, and a full big titanium, you know, backspacer. 6 ounces is not bad. I mean, really, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Do you think we can cut its own ad here? Yeah. It'll work. It'll work. So you got really nice high-end steel. Nice G10. So, you know, this ain't going to scratch up a bunch. I mean, as much as I love full tie on a frame lock flipper, and this ain't no artsy-fartsy knife, I guess. There's something to be said for this, because you're not going to mark this up real easy. Same with this. You don't have some satin blade where you touch it and then, oh, you got to wipe it down for a couple minutes because it left a mark. This is pretty carefree type knife. The detent's pretty strong. I don't know about really push buttoning because of the design of the geometry of the flipper up here. It really doesn't lend itself well to pushing straight down. It's a light switcher. But, I mean, it's not positioned so far forward that you have to get out here in the air. You got room for your finger to be right here. And along here, nice and smooth. So no problem when your finger makes contact with the back of the knife. Click. You know, not bad at all. I mean, that doesn't mean anything necessarily that your knife falls back down that way. I mean, at least this, I didn't adjust this. This is the way it came out of the box. So it doesn't just guillotine, it doesn't slam down into the handle. It's not that loose. And by the way, no blade play, no lock rock, nothing. And blade is perfectly centered. So it's, you know, it's got a lot going for it. It just, You know, this just kind of comes down to a matter of taste, doesn't it? But it's big and badass, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, box is kind of cool. And, you know, I guess I tossed the rest of it over here with all the... But you get like a certificate of authenticity, and you get a thing telling you that if you're in California, you're a wuss, you need to get the hell out of there. And I don't know. I mean, don't buy the Lumber Liquidator flooring either, okay? That's got chemicals in it. Whatever. I think I'd worry more about the flooring and less about the knife. Oh my God. But yeah, it's a dog, isn't it? Big old dog. I'm liking it. Came in this little bubble pouch here, so that was cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just nice, and the sleeve that fits over the top. It's got kind of a cool look to it. Yeah, absolutely. You know, I saw a thing about steel will knives. They're coming out. Oh, with another knife. Crap. Never mind. Go on and look for like upcoming or soon to come out knives. There's one that's going to have M390 steel. It's, I think, 3.5-inch blade. Blue scale. I think it's a titanium frame lock. And M390. And it is a beautiful design. I should have printed a picture out for you. But it isn't out yet. I checked, about a week ago. So unless it's jumped out, it's not out yet. I got to get me one of those. I can't remember the name of them now. Yeah, this is nice. This is big. This is badass. And, you know, steel will has a lot of lock back knives. This is a flipper. So, I mean, I think they only got like 3 or 4 flippers, and they got, you know, bunches of other lockback type knives that are, you know, more, I guess, what they have done traditionally. But you know what? I think they did this well. Supposedly this has ceramic bearings, and it feels good. I didn't throw any lube in here. Haven't done any pivot adjustments. So, yeah, it behaves very well. I think I threw it in my pocket one night, carried it. But it's neat. Okay, I'm going to let you go. Sorry, I'm just lost in thought. There you go. Steel Will Apostate. It's bad. We love them knives. Stay tuned. Subscribe. And we're coming up on 3,000 subs. Gonna have a big giveaway, but if you're not a subscriber, you can't win. Thanks for your time. Bye.